I'm gonna put together a birthday card real quick. I'm using paper out of this paper pad here. It's by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's called Cakes and Candles. I got this at Tuesday morning. I'm using obviously this cupcake sheet, which is this guy. And then this is such a weird position. Then I'm using a cut apart out of here, which is, I have an inside paper, this one here. On one side, it's these banners, not banners, streamers. And on the other side, it's just this, it's almost an ombre coming up from a greenish color. I don't know why they did that on this paper pad, but I like it. And then this one did not come out of this paper pad. It's just one that I had from another one. But this one on the other side has sprinkles. And that did come out of this paper pad. Back to those sprinkles. There they are. And then obviously the cut aparts. I'm using the happy birthday. Anyway, that's the paper pad that I'm using. And then obviously I have some white cardstock. And out of that same paper pad, from my scraps, I had scraps from this piece that goes on the front. I used this Martha Stewart punch that I got a few days ago. It's this balloon one, and I cut out some balloons, and then on some of the scraps, did you hear that loud vehicle that went by? This is the one with the streamers. Anyway, I cut some balloons out of that one too. And I like this paper punch, but the only thing that I don't like about it is I notice up here on the rounded part, it's like it kind of mangles it. It's not perfectly round, which, I mean, can't really complain about that, right? My card base is just a standard A2. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to be making a 5 by 7 card soon. That's something I've not done, but why not? It'll be fun. I'm going to do this one landscape, which is why I cut my cupcakes to go like this, and that's cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then I have 2 mats for the inside, and then a sliver of this piece here. This is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and the white one is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then I cut this little guy, I believe it's 5/8. Yes, 5/8 wide by 3 3/4 inch tall. I'm going to go ahead and glue that one down. I didn't put tape on the back so I wouldn't forget my measurements. I do live in a pretty quiet neighborhood. For the most part, it's pretty quiet. There is that one auto repair shop, and it was the same guy for years and years and years, and then last year another guy, I guess, bought it. I don't even remember exactly how oh, I do too. He had posted something on Facebook, on our town Facebook page. It's Yukon, City of Yukon Facebook page. And my husband follows that Facebook page, which, you know, I don't really get on Facebook that much. It's just never been my thing. Anyway, he had posted a picture on Facebook wanting to know if anybody had seen this guy, and he posted, it looked like a video still shot from his security cameras, and unfortunately it looked like somebody that my husband and I used to know, who well, I say unfortunately because he and his wife ended up getting into drugs, and that was real unfortunate. He was kind of a heavy-set guy, and he showed up over at my husband's shop one day, and he had literally dropped like 50 pounds in just a couple of months. And he wasn't so heavy-set that he would have had like gastric bypass or anything like that, which, you know, it could have happened. However, we had seen him like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months before that, and he was a heavier set guy. And then, like I said, he strolled in like 4 or 5 months later, and he had literally lost about 50 pounds. And his teeth were looking really bad, and his skin was looking really bad. It was real unfortunate, and it was real sad to see, really. Just somebody who used to watch my husband race, and when my husband raced dirt track cars, anyway, they talked on Facebook for a long time, and then he started coming by the shop, and we just, you know, kind of became friendly. Not really friends, but friendly. And then it got to where he was only coming by the shop when he needed my husband to help him fix something, or to fix something, my husband to fix it. And that was real unfortunate. You know, you never want to think of people that way, you know, that they can be that way, that they only want to come around when they need something. But fact of the matter is, there are a lot of people like that in the world. But anyway, the photo of the guy that was posted from that mechanic shop, and that mechanic shop, he has a drag car in there that is his, that he works on, and it's really expensive. At any rate, the photos that he posted, but one main photo you could see the face, and unfortunately it was that person that we once knew to be an honest, upstanding citizen. Got this way off, and hopefully I can lift it. Anyway, it's sad to see that happen with anyone, you know. It's sad to see, and unfortunately, you know, I'm trying to be real careful with what I say, because I don't like saying mean or hateful things, or anything that could be misconstrued as mean or hateful. But unfortunately, like in Oklahoma, there is a high incidence of meth usage, and you know, it's unfortunate and it's sad to see that happen with anybody. These squares, this one is a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, so I cut this one at 2 by 2, and then I cut this one at 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, and this one at 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I was going to do just these two, but to me they didn't stand out enough. Well, then I put white behind it, and that kind of got lost on the white background, so I put blue behind it as well. Do you see how my brain works? It's scary in there. Turn on the light. I mean, I don't understand how a person can go from law-abiding and not using any kind of illegal substances to as far low as low can get. You know, I don't know how that happens. And I wish I had the answer, you know. I wish I had the answer as to how to fix that and how it doesn't ever happen again, but I don't have that answer, and I don't know how it happens. I don't know if I want to... For some reason the blue one doesn't look straight to me. That's because it's not. Good grief. No wonder it doesn't look straight. It's because it's crooked. That's better. Much better. Now, do I want to... See, since I put dimension here, I don't know if I want to put more dimension with this one. So I don't think I'm going to put any more dimension on this. I think I'll just use my glitter glue for this. My poor finger is finally healing. I was making some embellishments. I took some wood buttons and I just had a complete brain fart. The first thing I took was my 2-inch scallop, and I cut some out just in white, and then I took some lace and hot glued it around the back side, and then I took buttons and baker's twine and did like a center piece. Anyway, I burnt the bejeebers out of my finger, and it's just now starting to heal up. It looks worse than it is, but it's finally starting to heal. But I burnt the bejeebers out of my finger. I'm going to put this here, right? Because I'm going to put balloons over here. I think that'll work. Now, balloons. How many balloons do we want? You know what I should have done before I stuck this down? Good grief. Alright, I need this guy in the middle. I should have tied all these together. Ding dong. Alright, let's put the red one up there. Come back, card. And then we'll put you go over there and you can come over here. There was probably an easier way to do this, but I do tend to overcomplicate things. Oh, I like that. I move things around until I find what I like. I couldn't believe how cheap I got that Martha Stewart punch. $3.39. Alright. So there we go. Thanks for listening to my rambling, guys. I appreciate it. I know I talk too much, and I'm trying to do better about not being so long-winded. So there we go. Let me know what you guys think. And I didn't do any stamping, but boy, it's a cute card. Maybe put a spot of, just a tiny spot of glue right there. And that will hold it. If you haven't used this glue, you should try it. It is fantastic glue. Thanks for spending a little time with me. I certainly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day and a glorious tomorrow. Bye, guys.